Mark Stiles, by the way, is from Stiles Law, Route 139 in Marshfield. And let's see, one of the things here we're going to talk about is something called a 1031 exchange. What is that?
Great question. We get this a lot with our real estate investors. So what a 1031 exchange is, it's actually a section called out from the Internal Revenue Code. So Section 1031 allows somebody to sell real estate and take the proceeds, the profit, and move those into a new piece of real estate without having to pay the capital gain tax at that moment in time. So it's a deferred tax, right? So you have a tax at the point where you buy the property and it appreciates, and maybe you depreciate it with your accountant, but that's going to go down a whole different rabbit hole. And then you sell the property at a profit. Typically, that triggers an event, a taxable event. So you're going to pay for that profit. However, the IRS has said, you know what, you're doing a good job. Maybe you're creating housing. Maybe you're creating commercial spaces for new businesses, young startup businesses. We want you to stay in the game. So you can push that profit into something different. So maybe you've fallen out of love with your two-family or the initial condo that you bought and then started renting it. And you want to capture some of that profit, but you don't want to pay the tax on it. You want to continue to own investment real estate. You want to build your real estate empire. This is the structure of how to do it. So you have what's called a qualified intermediary, this third party. It's usually not the closing attorney. It's usually not your accountant. It's somebody separate, an entity. Oftentimes banks have this as an available offering, as well as title insurance companies do as well. And we can obviously introduce you to people. In fact, I did a podcast on our podcast, Elements of Styles, with a gentleman who does qualified intermediaries, and we've got a video on our YouTube channel about it as well.
Okay.
So for those real estate investors who are looking to defer the tax, they sell the property, they don't touch the money. The money goes into this account held by the qualified intermediary. Qualified intermediary then deploys the money directly to what you purchase. And that taxable event is delayed, so it's deferred. You don't have to pay that tax until you then sell it. And this rolls right into our estate planning practice as well, because if you continue to defer it at the point of death, currently, the way the IRS code is written, there's what's called a step up in basis. So the snapshot on the date of your death is the value of the property. So if you bought it for $60,000 in 1962, and in 2024 it's worth $1.2 million, there would be a massive tax if you sold it. Upon the death, however, you step up to that value, so the beneficiaries would not have to pay that tax. And that's the way the code is currently written. And it could change, subject to change, which is why we encourage people to check in every year or so with their estate planning attorneys to determine if things are still the same or if any amendments need to be made.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, so 1031 exchange.
Great tool. Check out a video on our YouTube channel, quick 3-minute video about it. Encourage anyone who owns real estate to be very well versed in it, and all the real estate professionals out there, because people are moving, real estate investors are getting involved, and it's a really good opportunity to show value.
All right, check out the links. As Mark mentioned, he's got a lot of different things you can learn by checking out some of these YouTube videos. And again, it's not as if, as Mark said, you'll be there all day. These are not long seminars, and it's great. You kind of break it down for people to be able to take this when they want to learn more about a particular area, right?
Yes, thank you. They're really frequently asked questions. FAQs is what it comes down to. Questions that we have here on the air, and these are actually converted to videos as well with the ATD logo on them on our YouTube on channel.
Well, we like that as
well.
well.
Oh, yeah.
Right,
we love you guys.
Stiles-law.com, and we like you guys, and you're right down the road on Route 139 in Marshfield. Stiles-law.com. Feel Good Friday. We do it every Friday at this time on WATD. Go to Stiles-law to find out more, and of course, people can reach out to you through the phone as well.
That's right. You can reach us at 781-319-1900. Again, 781-319-1900, and we encourage you to ask about our Tuesdays with Ben, where Ben and I have a conversation, really informal question and answers around estate planning and your needs. No commitment. Just come on down, sign up so we know you're coming, and we'll have those chats and best direct you.
All right, styles-law.com. Mark Stiles, Route 139 in Marshfield, and he joins us every Friday, Feel Good Friday on WATD. Thank you, Mark. Have a good weekend.
Thank you, Rob. Have a great week, everybody.